Shalom, 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 Yasharallah. Giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Barakatai, the Yahweh for the Rakah Kodash, the Yahweh for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab, the Yahweh for the prophets and the apostles of Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Barakatai, the Yahweh for the elect men that's out in the highways and the byways, doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Barakatai, the Yahweh for King David, who will rule well under Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, the Yahweh for the 12 apostles, the 144,000, and the elect men and women and children of Yasharallah, Shalom, Barakatai, Shalom. Luke 4:16, and he came to Nazareth, Yahweh Shai, where he had been brought up, and as his custom, Yahweh Shai was keeping his custom. That's what we're telling you, Israelites, keep your custom. Stop keeping the customs of the heathen. Stop popping fireworks on the 4th of July. Stop celebrating birthdays. Happy birthday to you, blowing out candles. That's not your custom. The Most High, Yahweh Shai, was never putting candles in cake. Blowing them out, Israel. That's a Babylonian custom. Stop keeping the custom of the heathens. Stop dyeing Easter eggs. Stop it. Stop it, Israel. Just stop already. Stop it. Stop it. Keep your custom. Keep your custom, Israel. Stop it. We warned you, Israel. The Most High will bring debt on you, Israel. The Most High will bring debt on you, Israel. Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, will bring debt on you, Israel. Stop it. Stop it. Stop keeping the customs of the Americans, of the Egyptians. Stop putting a tree in your house, lighting it up on Christmas, celebrating Nimrod's birthday, and the day he was born on the 25th of December. Just stop it already. Stop eating swine flesh. Stop eating shellfish, crabs, lobsters, crawdads, crawfish, crayfish, whatever you want to call them. Stop with the abominable. Start keeping your customs. Start keeping your custom. Talk about you a follower of Christ, who you ignorantly call Christ. Yahweh Shai Mashiach kept his custom. Are you keeping your customs? Are you trying to learn your customs, Israel? You so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans with any Taino Negro descent. Yahweh Shai was keeping his custom. He was a Hebrew Israelite. He's a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Yahweh, to give forth praise, right? Yasharallah, from the nation of Yasharallah. Yahweh Shai kept his custom. Are you keeping your custom? Are you celebrating Valentine's Day? Are you keeping your custom? Are you buying masses for Halloween on October 31st? Are you keeping your custom, Israel? Are you Mardi Gras? Told de Mardi Gras? Are you keeping your custom? You see, this is what it comes down to. Are you got dreadlocks in your head with a bubble clot and a blunt in your mouth? That's not your custom as an Israelite. Following the Cushites, the so-called Ethiopians. Are you keeping your custom? Are you in church on Sunday praising the sun worship, Corpus Christi, Zusio, Crista Blanco, a Zusio, Caesar Borgia, Jesus Christ. Are you keeping your custom? These are questions because you're going to get debt and destruction real soon. This is a time of judgment. And he came to Nazareth where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day. On the Shabbat, you see, the seventh day, the Shabbat, and stood up for to read. Yahushua was ready to read. He read Israel out of the book of the law, out of the Bible, right? Collection of books. You see, out of the Bible, the book of the law. Yahushua was meditating on the words there, right? You better be meditating on these words, Israel. Because Yahushua was ready to read because he was meditating on the word. Yahushua is the word, right? Are you meditating, Israel, on the word? Are you meditating on being wicked and being a ninja and a ninjarette here in the daughter of Babylon? Which one you doing? You got a blunt in your mouth? A stogie in your mouth? What you doing, Israel? This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. You see? Yahushua never let the word depart out his mouth. You see? But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Are you meditating on the book of the law, the Bible, day and night? Is the Bible on your mind, Israel? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Ask your own self that thou mayest observe to do according, keeping your custom, keeping your way, keeping your custom, not meditating on buying Christmas lights for the tree. You see, meditating on having that crab ball, putting crabs in your gumbo. Are you meditating on that? Are you meditating on how you finna commit adultery on your husband, Eve? Getting that hotel ready? You see, Jake, are you meditating on the law? Are you meditating on how you finna get with Steve? You see, this is what's going on. We're in a time of judgment. All hell breaking loose in the daughter of Babylon, USA. Are you keeping your custom? Are you meditating on the words of Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach? According to all that is written there, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. That's how you can be prosperous, when you ain't got a blunt in your mouth no more. When you ain't got a stogie in your mouth no more. When December 25th roll around and you ain't got a tree in your house no more, Israel. When you ain't putting them baby back ribs on the pit no more. That's when you start making your way prosperous, right? When you're not in church no more on Sunday in Satan's house. When you're calling on the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, that's when you're making your way prosperous. When you ain't wearing shorts no more, showing your ass to everybody when you step out the house, Eve. Showing all your body parts, right? Your tabernacle that the Most High have given you, that he have loaned you. You see, that's when you're making your way prosperous. When you ain't putting the razor to your face, Jake, knocking your beard off. You see? Thou shalt have good success. You see? Have not, I command thee, be strong. This is a time to be strong, Israel. And one way to be strong is meditating and keeping your custom. And of a good courage, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Elohim, thy Yahweh Bashar Shah is with thee. The Most High is with you when you're making your way prosperous. whithersoever thou goest. You ain't making your way prosperous if you in church on Sunday keeping the customs of the Egyptians and the Babylonians and the Samaritans, you see, and and following the ways of Nineveh and Greece and Rome. Let's be repetitive. Let's be repetitive, because I ain't gonna be long in this video. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom, you see, was he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day and stood up for to read. See, Yahushua stood up to read Israel, the book of the law, right? And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah, right? Prophet Isaiah, right? A Hebrew Israelite, right? And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it is written, the Spirit, see, the Spirit of the Elohim is upon me, you see? The Spirit of Abba Yahweh Shah was upon Isaiah. Is the Spirit of the Most High upon you right now, Israel? Think about it. Ask yourself that. Ask yourself. Ask yourself right now. Right now. Is the Spirit of the Elohim is upon you? Probably not. Because he had anointed me. See, to have the anointed, the Rakah Kodash, you got to make your way prosperous. You got to be meditating on the word day and night, Israel. You got to be keeping your custom. You got to know you're a Hebrew Israelite just to be anointed. You got to be serving Abba Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. If you think you're African American, the anointing is not on you. If you think you're a Gentile and a Christian, the anointing is not on you. So if you call yourself a Christian, the anointing is not on you. If you say you black, the anointing is not on you, Israel. You don't have the truth. If you thinking you a Gentile, the anointing is not on you, because you will not be keeping your custom if you think you a Christian. We ain't no damn Christians. We Israelites. We Yasharallah. We Israelites. We not black Israelites. We Israelites. We Israelites. We Israelites. We Israelites. Keeping our custom. Are you keeping your custom? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. The anointed, he had anointed me to preach the gospel. See, Pastor Porkchop, he's not preaching the gospel because he's not keeping his custom, Israel, on a Shabbat day. You see, that man is not anointed. The Most High telling you this man is not anointed. You see, that's what's going on, Israel, right? Wouldn't you agree or you disagree? You disagree with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? That's why you're going to get put to death and good riddance. To preach the gospel to the poor, the Israelites. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted are the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians with Indian title nigger descent. By the pedigree, by the seed of your fathers, Numbers 1 and 18. You are who your father is, and will be scattered in the four quarters of the four winds of the earth. That's the brokenhearted. To preach deliverance to the captives. The captives are the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes, Jacob, Yaquab, Jacob, Yaquab, right? Yasharallah, right? Israel, right? Is you getting it? Is you getting it? Is you getting it, Israel? or is it a stumbling blocker to you? And recovering of sight, see? The recovering of sight is knowing you're a Hebrew Israelite. Knowing you ain't black. Knowing you ain't a Eastern Star. Knowing you ain't a Mason, a Boule. Knowing you ain't Mexican, Jamaican, West Indian, Cuban, a Dominican, a Puerto Rican, a Guatemalan. You see, that's what we're telling you, right? That's when you know you got your sight, right? When you keeping your custom, right? You see, when you ain't being wicked no more, abominable no more, right? You see, when you're not an alphabet no more, right? That means you got your sight, Israel. When you're not an alphabet no more, right? When you're not an alphabet no more. When you're not a whore no more. When you're not a slut no more. When you're not a dope fiend no more, right? When you're not a dope fiend no more, right? When you're not a dope fiend no more, right? You got your sight, right? You got your sight, right? You see, when you're not 5150 no more, right? You got your sight, right? When you know the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, you got your sight, right? When you know America gonna be destroyed in World War III by ICBM nuclear missiles, you got your sight, right? When you know about FEMA cap and the digital display, the digital CHIP, the charagma, that's gonna be up in your hand or your forehead, then you got your sight, right? You see, is you getting it? Is you getting it, Israel? Is you understanding, Israel? To the blind, because you would be blind when you didn't know. We all was blind, Israel, at one point. We always call it on Jesus at one point. We always in the church house on Sunday at one point. We always eating chitlins and pig feet at one point. We always eating crabs and crawfish and shrimps and prawns at one point. Catfish at one point. Smoking a butt prob at one point. Smoking stogies at one point. Being a whoredom at one point. Being a slut at one point. But that's when you was blind, right? Singing happy birthday at one point. That's when you was blind though, right? You can see now, right? Hoping. I hope you can see. That's what the good news is about. That's what the gospel is about. That's what the good tidings is all about. That you won't be blind no more as an Israelite. You won't be calling yourself a Gentile or a Christian no more, right? Right, Israel? Because you're not blind, right? You can see, right? Recovering of sight to the blind to set at liberty. Now you're free, right? You got the truth now, right? You set at liberty. You know Yahweh. You know Yahweh Shai. You know you're a Hebrew Israelite. You know you're keeping your customs to the best of your ability because we're behind enemy lines, right? We're in captivity, right? You see, that are brewed to preach the acceptable year of the Elohim, you see? That's what's going on, Israel. The return of our Savior, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. And he closed the book. No, he kept reading. No, he kept reading. Yahweh Shah kept reading. And he closed the book. And he gave it again to the minister and sat down, you see? And to the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him, you see? The eyes was on Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? I'm finna close out. Either you gonna get it or you gonna get put to death. Let the Most High put you to death, Israel. 2:30, y'all ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make it, right? You're just not gonna make it. You're gonna have to catch it. That's what's going on, right, Israel? Isaiah 62, Isaiah 61. This what Yahushua was reading, right? Prophet Isaiah, right? A Hebrew Israelite, right? Not a Christian, not a Christian, not an atheist, not a 5%er, not a Pan-Africanism, right? Not an African, not an African American, right? Not a Puerto Rican, right? But a Hebrew Israelite, right? Prophet Isaiah, right? Wouldn't you agree, Israel? The spirit of the Elohim of Abba Yahweh is upon me, right? Upon Isaiah, upon you Israelite that's in the truth, right? Upon his prophets and his meek servants. Because the Elohim had anointed me to preach good tidings. That's the good news to the Hebrew Israelite, not to Esau, not to Moab, not to Ham, not to Cush, not to Ishmael, not to Ammon, not to Tyre and Zidon. You see, not to the so-called white man, your lover, not the dragons, because you got Israelites teaching good news to these Edomites, telling them they Hebrew Israelites, right? Teaching the dragons the good news, right? You got Israelite camp teaching Edomites, telling them did the good news is from. You see, that's what's going on in Babylon, Israel. It's happening. Whether you believe or not, you see it. You see it. You listening, right? You see it. You hearing it. You got these Hebrew Israelite camp telling dragons they got good news for them now. They ain't setting their face against Syria no more, right? No more Ezekiel 35 and what, right? If you're not an elite Edomite, if you're not a Baker family, it's good news for you, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing if you're not the Baker family, or you're not a president somewhere, if you're just a low-level Edomite, well, guess what? It's good news for you now. If you're a middle-class Edomite, it's good news. That's what I'm seeing being teached these days. It's a strong agenda. Look like there's a strong narrative going on here. It's a shift. It's a shift change, right? I'm seeing a shift change in Israel. Watch them. The spirit of the Elohim, Abba Yahweh, is upon me because the Elohim had anointed me, see? Anointed me to preach good tidings to the meek or the Israelite. You see? The meek or the elect of Yashavala. Matthew 5 and 5, the meek shall inherit the earth. He has sent me to the blind. Who been blind? The Israelite, not knowing who the hell they is, keeping the custom of the Greeks and the Romans, of the Babylonians, of the city of Nineveh. You see, keeping all these heathen empire kingdoms customs. That's what's going on, Israel. To the broken hearted are those in the ghettos. The Jews are in the ghettos, the slums, the barrio. The Israelites is in the ghetto, catching hell, right? Catching hell, man, because hell is a condition, right? Catching hell, right? To proclaim liberty to the captives. The captives are the Israelites under Esau and these heathens, right? And the opening of the prison. You see, we feel the prison population. Isaiah 42 and 22. To them that are bound in America is a prison, is a corporation. America itself is a damn prison house, right? It is bitter. America bitter between a rock and a hard place, right? Captivity, right? The house of bondage, right? Exodus chapter 20, verse 2, is a prison itself. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Elohim and the day of vengeance, you see, of our Elohim, to comfort all that mourn. You see, who mourning? To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion. You see, Israel, Yahshua. So the good news and the good tidings is for Zion, for the Israelites. You better get it. You better know it. To give unto them beauty for ashes. The oil mean the knowledge of wisdom and understanding. the spirit of Yahweh Shai Mashiach of joy for boarding the garment of praise, you see, having them white robes, right? For the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness. See? So you see men of Israel being called trees of righteousness. The planting of the Elohim, that he might be glorified. And I hope that this lesson was edification and exaltation. Give it all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Barakatah, Shalom, Yahshua, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.